Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well out there. So I know it's been quite some time since I've actually done a lesson video or shown you guys anything. So yeah, going to start back up on the train. I've had a little bit of a break from the whole YouTube and uploading. I've been playing a lot, been practicing a lot, and been gigging a lot, but just on the whole YouTube train. Had to come off a bit and stop, but now I'm getting back on it, doing some videos, doing some educational stuff to show you. Before I get on with the lesson, please, all I ask you to do is smash that like button, give it a thumbs up. Please write a comment. Let me know what you would like to see in the future, and any content you guys want to see, and I will do my best to provide it for you. So I just did a jam at the start over this Luca Mantovani backing track that he uploaded the other day. It's in the key of D minor, and the chords are quite nice in it, so I just thought I'd break it down and show you some things that I think you can do over it, from like kind of level 1 to, you know, as far as you want to go, and I'll show you some of the stuff that I like to use over it. But I can start basic and then we can grow from there. So the chords in the progression are G minor 9. Okay, so you have, so this is in the key of D minor or F major. I'm looking at it from there. So it starts off with a minor 9 chord, okay? So that's like a minor 7, G minor 7, but we have the 9 in it on the, okay? So this is the voicing I'm using, the root position. And then we go into this A altered chord, which I think it's a sharp 5. I'll put the backing track that he uploaded below as well. It's a YouTube link, so you can have a go yourself. I can't remember what it was. It was a flat 9. And a sharp 9 maybe, I can't remember, but it's an A altered chord, which takes you back into the D minor. Okay, so I'll play the backing track a sec, so just so you can hear it. So that's the A altered, back to the 1 there. So it's G minor 9. Sounds like, and then resolve to a 1. So it's just that. I think it sounds like A7 sharp 5, okay? But if you're looking at this video and you kind of like the style I do, you can just literally use D minor pentatonic over it. So we're going to start there, D minor pentatonic, and I'll show you what that kind of sounds like just playing the pentatonic scale, nothing else to it. Okay, so I'm not really thinking any kind of chord tones. I'm just planning to play pentatonic. There was a couple of times where I hit the 9th of D, okay, on that 12th fret, because I'm bringing in the natural minor there as well, okay? So that would be my next step, which I kind of combined a bit in that. Can't help it, it's kind of like muscle memory, isn't it? So combining the pentatonic scale with the natural minor scale. So say if I'm in position 1 of minor pentatonic, I'm hitting my D minor pentatonic position 1 and my Aeolian scale, if you like, the Aeolian mode, the natural minor. So that's what I'm doing. So that would be the combination I would use to start with, is the minor pentatonic, D minor pentatonic in this case, and also the D natural minor scale. So again, it sounds like this. Okay, so just using the natural minor scale, nothing in between, no chromatic notes or anything. The third part I would try and do is really highlight the chords, and that would be landing on some chord tones. So again, the G minor 9, I'm really focusing, I could focus on the chord tones within the chord itself, okay? So the 1, the flat 3, the 5 and the 9. That is mainly the chord tones I would look for, particularly the flat 3. But in this case, I really like, with the context of the backing, the sound of the 9, okay? So it's a really nice note to kind of start a phrase with. And of course, when I have the G, the 9, and when it goes to the A altered, I can stay on this note because it is in fact an A note. And then when I land on my D, it's the 5th. So it's a chord tone for every single chord in this progression, which is really nice. So you don't have to think too complex to make it sound tasty, okay? So there's a lot of common tones, and that's really a good thing to look out for, and especially when you're playing over progressions or more complicated progressions. Look for the common tones. So in this case, over the G, that is my 9th. Over the A, it's the root, the A, and over the D minor, it's the 5th. So let me just apply that kind of knowledge to the progression again, and I'll play around with the minor pentatonic and the natural minor again, but I'll really focus on hitting that 10th fret on the B string. Okay, so I'm really being, you know, I was overusing that, but I'm just giving you the example of looking out for chord tones and progressions. So there's many more that we could use. So a cool one, okay, especially for the first 2 chords. So say if I use this note here, okay, which is my B flat. So again, I'm just still in the natural minor, but if I'm using this B flat over the G chord, over the G minor chord, this would be my flat 3 of G. Over the A altered chord, this would be my flat 9. So that's a real big tension note. And then over the 1, over the D chord, then I would probably resolve it there, because that's not going to sound good over that D. So I'm probably just going to come in. So for the first 2 chords, I can really concentrate milking that note. Let's give that a go. Could sound crap. Okay, so this is the 1 chord, and it's going to come back to the start. There it is. See what I mean? So I can really just milk that note to start with. Hope that kind of makes sense what I'm doing there, but yeah, I'm just really trying to look out for common chord tones. So we've got the minor pentatonic to start with, the natural minor scale, and I did a combination where we could do the pentatonic, the natural minor. Then I'm looking out for chord tones and common chord tones that we can use over the progression to make it sound a bit more tasty. Fourth, fifth, I don't know, lost count, it's been a while, is we can use, particularly over this chord, oops, the 5 chord. So I'm using this as a 5-to-1 here. I'm seeing D minor as the 1 chord. Now in that key of D minor, normally this would be an A minor chord. Okay, because it's, if you're looking at it against the F, major, minor, minor, it'd be the 3rd chord in the key. A lot of times, to bring some tension, we'll make this into a dominant chord. So it's an A7 resolving it to the home chord, the 6th chord in the key, or the 1 I'm looking at in this case, D minor. what you can play over this chord is many things, okay? But like what I like to do is just pick the chord tone of the chord, which is an A7. The third, really nice chord to go to, or nice chord tone, should I say? Or you could play the altered scale. Okay, so if you don't know the altered scale, I've done many lessons on it. If you just check through my YouTube, I've done some stuff, but I'll play it now quickly. So what you do, I've got an A here, move it up 1 fret, and play melodic minor scale. So in this case, it would be a B flat melodic minor. So that sounds like this. And that resolves nicely to that D. You can hear that tension. Okay, so I will play that and really trying to attack's probably the wrong word, but I'm going to highlight that third of A. There. So you could hear I was playing the altered scale and also hitting the chord tones what they're in A. If you just know A major, that's fine. Just hit the 1, the 3 or the 5 in A. Okay, so a bit out of tune. Chord tones, super important. If you want to play the altered scale, great. But what you can do, you don't want to do stuff like this and just run up and down the scale. So if I'm like, kind of gets a bit boring, really highlight those altered notes, okay, and the chord tones of that particular chord. So if you just want to play A, highlight the 5th, highlight the root, and then you can play around it with the scale notes. That's what I do. You can sound a bit more, it does sound a bit more musical if you do that. Lastly, yeah, on the 1 chord I like to play a D melodic minor. So a D melodic minor. Okay, so if we're looking at it in terms of intervals, it's a 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, major 6, major 7, back to the root. Okay, so on that 1 chord I like to play the melodic minor, you can play the natural minor, you can also play a Dorian, so in this case it would be D Dorian, D melodic minor, and D natural minor. But yeah, hope you kind of like that insight. I know that was quite quick. You might want to go back, pause each section, have a little go through yourself. Yeah, and just have a go at playing like ideas, I guess. So chord tones, common tones, really hitting some tension notes, especially on that dominant chord. But really, you can just play it, you know, you can get some good phrasing just with the minor pentatonic, like I kind of did at the start. And after a while, kind of mixes together. So yeah, have a go with it yourself. I'll link the video below in the description. And yeah, please give the video a like, write a comment, because I want to get back doing this and I really enjoy making content for you guys. So yeah, let me know what you want to see and I will provide. Right guys, I will leave you to it. Let me know how you get on with that and see you at the next one. Cheers.